targets are being decimated by U.S. forces, paving the way for continued delivery of overwhelming American military firepower. U.S. claims that Iranian targets are being decimated by their forces. A video has been put out by the U.S. military about Iranian targets being decimated, Iranian targets being hit by U.S. forces. The U.S. Army says they are paving the way for continued delivery of overwhelming American military firepower. As U.S. releases video of strikes on Iran, Iran media has now posted visuals of U.S. jet crash. So what both sides are doing is indulging also in the narrative war. It's not just war on ground, it's also a war of narratives which is being witnessed. Multiple videos being released by both sides to assert dominance. So while US is asserting dominance and US says that they are continuously hitting Iranian targets, Iran is also indulging in the narrative war, releasing their own videos to counter this narrative of dominance by the United States of America. There are multiple videos that have come to fore now. The one that we are looking at the moment here on the big screen as well is the one that has been released by United States of America. And through the video, the message that US is trying to send out is that they have been able to hit, and these are precision strikes as per them, on Iranian targets, and that they are delivering what they promised. So war of narratives also intensifying at the same time. So while US is talking about complete and absolute dominance, Iranian media has posted visuals of US jet crash. Both sides releasing war videos. US claims Iran targets decimated. Iran says American fighter jet downed. So the war of narrative and information is also intensifying. Let's go across to the experts who are joining us on the broadcast. We have Major General A.K. Sewach, defense expert. Thank you very much for your time, sir. It's not just war on ground, the battlefield. It's also a war of narratives in this age of technology. Both sides releasing videos, one talking about dominance, the other countering that.
You know, this is a part and parcel of the warfare. The psychological information warfare will be there. There will be claims and counterclaims. So both sides are trying to put across to each other that they have an upper hand. But certainly 2-3 things stand out as far as this war is concerned. This is going to be a prolonged war. It's going to be a regional war. It's not going to be a world war in any way. Iran is alone. Russia and China are not going to come openly to support it. The strength and capability of Iran was underestimated by US. There is no denying the fact. Iran will fight it out, but it will fight it out till the time it has got the missile, rockets and drones. How much is the stock which Iran has? It's difficult to sort of think about it, but it looks that they have at least for about 20 to 25 days. The way they are now taking out the serious weapon from their weaponry, IRS, that which can hit deep inside the targets of Middle East as well as Israel. Now, what the Iran has done it that it has started striking to the military bases of US in Middle East. The aim is what? The aim is to send a message across that if you will hit, we will hit your military bases, and these countries have a collateral damage. And they will then put pressure on US to stop the war, one. Second thing is, since they are very close to Iran, the attack is much more stable as well as it produces more result. The surprise factor there, air defense is weak here. And also it will affect the economy of these countries because the oil and gas, whether it is Qatar, Bahrain or Oman or Jordan or UAE and Saudi, you find that neither...
One thing is clear, sir, that everybody is going to be impacted in one way or another. On one hand, you have Israel backed by a superpower, America also directly involved. How long do you think this will sustain? For how long do you think Iran would be able to counter this and carry on?
You know, two, three things stand out. Like what we are saying, how long the Iran will able to fight it out because he's fighting a lone battle. It all depends how much stock it has of missile, rocket, and drone. Because his air power is very weak. His air defense is neutralized. His, you can say also even Navy has now been compromised. It is neutralized. What weapon it has is that it has now blocked Strait of Hormuz. The oil is not going from there. 20% of oil of the world go there. The economy will now be shattered. But he can only fight till the time he has missile, rockets, and drones. To me, it looks like that it may be, you know, anyone's guess, maybe about 15 to 20 days. It can't be fighting indefinitely against the might of US and Israel because, after all, US and Israel are technically far, far superior than Iran. But what Iran had done is that it has followed a strategy wherein it is hurting US where it hurts maximum, especially
There's
the
one
military
war
bases.
which is happening on ground. The other one, of course, is about the information and the narrative war that we were just talking about. And here's a glimpse of the videos released by both sides. This one has been released by the United States of America. They claim that these are the Iranian targets that they have managed to hit, precision strikes, to send out a message that they are in absolute control and they are dominating. And then there's a counter which has come to fore, a counter by Iran. Iran is also showing off its drones. Iran says that US fighter jets have been downed by their drones. This is a narrative war that we were talking about. On that side is a video released by US where they are highlighting the Iranian targets that they are continuously hitting, striking at, and a counter coming in from Iran. Iran also trying to send out a message that they are going to fight it out. Like the expert was telling us, Major General A.K. Sivach was explaining the situation. Iran's message is that we are fighting it out. It's not like we've been completely decimated and there's no absolute authority or dominance established by US. So that of course, you know, Iran presenting a stronger front. The situation on ground is continuously changing. There is no end to the strikes that are being reported. But as far as this video is concerned, Iran is also, sir, trying to send out a message that we have enough to fight it out.
You know, no doubt, Iran is showing that it has got a capability to fight a long war. And it all depends how much storage of weapons it has. As on today, it gives an indication that it has a storage which can fight for a sustained battle. And what it has done is it's playing a multi-pronged strategy. Its proxies like Hezbollah, Houthi have also been activated. Hezbollah is attacking Israel from Lebanon, and Houthi rebels are also attacking the ships in Red Sea. In addition to that, they have blocked, you know, Strait of Hormuz, where the economy of the whole world is now affected adversely. In addition to that, if you see it compared to Israel, the strikes in Middle East are more effective because there the air defense is not multi-layered, because Israel has a multi-layered air defense system which has got Iron Dome, Iron Beam, you have a David Sling, Arrow system, Patriot missile system. Whereas in these places, whether it is Tehran, Qatar, or UAE or Saudi, it has got only third and Patriot missile system. And it is easy to hit since they are very close to Iran, and the surprise factor is there, and there is a collateral damage which is taking place to the civil population. Also, the what is affecting is,
Sir,
what is the
sir,
strength?
I'm interrupting you. Let's just also tell our viewers about the breaking developments taking place as we speak. And IDF has begun striking the infrastructure of Hezbollah in Beirut. More details are going to come to fore. Hezbollah infrastructure struck in Beirut. Let's go back to our guest. Israel also, you know, fighting this war on multiple fronts. This is the Iran-backed group Hezbollah against the group Iran continues. Israel, I beg your pardon, continues its airstrikes.
Has done Hezbollah that last time when they had a ceasefire with Israel. After that, it has again multiplied its you can say, strength. It has got more weapons this time. It has managed to get it, and then it is striking in Israel. So what Israel had done, that they have launched a ground operation also on the southern portion of the Lebanon from North Israel, because they are feeling it. This is the time to finish off Hezbollah once for all. Because
but is this only about finishing off Hezbollah? Because there are a lot of critics who warn that, this is an expansionist policy of Israel. Israel is talking about creating buffer zones, but it's just an excuse to take over land of other countries. That's what some critics also have to say about this war strategy of Israel.
To some extent, it may be true, because they are feeling that from Lebanon, where Hezbollah has a basis, they have been hit very hard in another part of Israel. Where is the choice? If they have to eliminate Hezbollah, they have to make a buffer zone. And if we talk about the Golan Heights, where they are now trying to go, slightly toward the mainland of Syria, because they thought that there, in case if the Golan Height has to be safe, they have to have a buffer zone. So Israel had that policy of making a buffer zone. But remember that Hezbollah was getting a lot of weapon equipment from Iran, coming to Iraq, then going to Syria, and then coming to Lebanon. After the Syria is gone out, that chain is broken. That supply chain is slightly broken. But all said and done, all Hezbollah and Houthi rebels are fighting to the teeth. They are trying to help out Iran, and they announced it in the beginning. If Iran will be attacked by US and Israel, we are going to respond, and they are responding.
All right.
So therefore,
yes. Well, stay on with us, sir.